Hi, everybody. My name is Chung Song Hwang. I'm the president of National Information Society Agency. Today, I'm going to explain about the relationship between smart cities and digital platform. Smart cities is actually all about platform. So it is a kind of initiative to connect data and service from different service and from different domains. So in doing this, digital platform plays a critical role to realize the vision of smart cities. Before talking about smart city and digital platform respectively, I'd like to spend some time for understanding the concept of smart cities. There are many concepts. Some understand the smart city as a technology-driven city. Also, some understand the smart city as a city of future. But recently, many agree. Many cities and many projects began to use new concept to see smart city as a city of digital transformation. So digital transformation change bank into fintech and change hotel business into Airbnb. It's time to change cities in the new kind of urban structure and urban life. So we understand. Many cities and many projects understand that smart cities can also play very important role in transforming current city into a new kind of city. We can identify some big changes. So this slide summarizes four big changes we can expect from smart cities in terms of digital transformation. I think I don't have enough time to explain each item in detail, but I'd like to stress the first one. The change from hardware-driven urban development to software and data-driven urban development. So as you know, modern cities have been dependent on hardware-driven development and project. So, for instance, if you want to tackle parking place shortage problem, so most traditional and most common approach was to increase the parking place. We can say that is hardware-driven approach, but smart cities try to apply a new solution. For instance, instead of increase parking place, many cities try to promote the sharing of information and to try to make anybody to find an empty place more easily. So we can say that is a software-driven approach. So by sharing information, we can reduce the problem from parking place shortage. In understanding smart cities, I think we first think about the meaning of smartness. So what smart means in smart cities. So I'd like to give my question like this. Why do you think smartphone is smart? I guess all of you, most of you use a smartphone, your smartphones. Then why do you think your smartphone is smart? One of frequent answer I have received is that a smartphone has smart software inside, so kind of AI kind of software and add inside. So they think that such intelligent software make a smartphone smart. But It is true now, but it was not the case when Steve Jobs first introduced first iPhone in 2007. It was after 2012 that we can use AI in everyday life. So when Google succeeded in make a good service from machine learning in 2012. So when smartphone was first introduced in 2007, there was no such intelligent app or intelligent software for a smartphone. But still, at that time, people thought smartphone is smart. So we can point out many reasons behind this. But today, I'd like to stress two points. One is smart by design. The other one is platform, not product. The smart by design is very important in making something smart, especially making city smart. So it is my personal experience that I was surprised when I bought my first iPhone because there was no manual. There was one manual inside in the box. So it was not usual. It is. We usually study manual when we bought new devices, but iPhone didn't provide manual inside. But interestingly, most users know how to use iPhone without a manual or without any intensive training. So we can say that is smart by design. So I heard that Steve Jobs insisted that smartphone should be easy enough for every users to learn how to use without any extra effort. So that is very important. So let me give one example. This is a door handle inside the KTX, Korea high-speed train. So the door handle is bar type. So bar type is better than a round type. So passengers can open the door even when they cannot use two hands. They can use their body to open the door. But that the door, the bar type door, so sometimes makes some passenger full. So the door is designed. Door is designed to get closed automatically after open. So, but some passengers try to close that door after they open the door and get in or get out. It's because the door has bar type. So one solution to this problem is to change the door design from bar type to button type. If the door has button door handle, then so we can help passengers not to try to close the door after they get in or get out. It shows the power of design. Design can make make people full or make people smart. One of frequent question about smart city is that how about old people or those who cannot use technology well in smart city? They worry about those who cannot use technology well will face many difficulties in smart cities. But I'd like to say this. If smart city requires citizens to learn something or to receive training program, then that city is not smart. That city is just a technology-driven city. Smart city should be designed easy enough for everyone can experience any difficulties inside. So that is one thing that make a smartphone smart. The other thing is platform. Smartphone is platform. Unlike its predecessor. So we call previous handphone as feature phone. Feature phone is actually kind of electronic product. So if you want to change app or software provided by feature phone, the only way is to change your phone itself. So you cannot change, you cannot add or remove app on your feature phone. It's because at that time handphone was produced as a product, but your smartphone enable you to add or remove software as you want. It's because current smartphone is made as a platform. So platform and product make big difference. So we have used many electronic devices. It was produced as a product. So electronic calculator can calculate only. MP3 player can play music only. So word processor can be used only for editing document. But your laptop and your computer can do all those things because your computer has a platform. So many use Windows as their platform, but iOS and many platforms are being used. It is important. This point is very important for cities. If you look at CCTV, I don't know your situation in your city, but if you look at CCTVs, you might find some places have many CCTVs in one place. It is because each CCTV can perform can meet only one demand, can meet only one functions. So this CCTV is for monitoring the people. This CCTV is for security purpose. So each CCTV can only do one functions, but if we develop a CCTV system as based on a platform, then we need only one CCTV, and one CCTV can be used for multiple purposes. It's the power of platform. Smart city has been smart city was introduced in the mid 1990s, but smart city also has been used for multiple purposes. In the first place, the main purpose of smart city was ensuring sustainability. But soon after, some cities, like Korean U-cities, began to use smart city to improve city efficiency. So you can now it is quite normal to find a street light. Street light that turn on when someone pass by, but turn off when there is no people moving around. So that is a smart city for efficiency. But after 2010, when data technology began to be used widely, then many cities want to develop intelligent urban services. So big database service and information sharing service. We can list many services because it is the major driver behind the smart city. But we expect in the future smart city will have different purpose than now we have. So I am going to very briefly introduce some futuristic proposal smart cities in the end of my presentation. One thing, there have been many changes in the history of smart cities. But today I'd like to stress two big trends. One is from a fragmented approach to holistic approach. So when smart city was first tried, so there was no city-wide plan or city-wide strategy. So instead, each system and each urban service has been were being tried to get turned into smart cities. But now many smart cities develop holistic approaches. So citywide strategy, citywide architecture, and citywide approach. So that is big change. The other trend is from city as a product and the city to city as a platform. As I explained before, smart city was sought in the past as a kind of product, new town or new city. But now cities so realize that city is not a product. City should be developed as a platform. Korea cases show the need for a city as a platform very well. So Korea started the smart city very earlier than other countries. It was 2003. So during that time, Korean cities developed many services, mostly in transportation safety. Let me back the transportation safety and administration area, but one thing very interesting from Korea's case is up and down in the history of smart cities. So this slide, the blue line shows a momentum of Korea's smart cities. When Korea started its smart city, the situation was very good. Smart city project received lot of attentions and a lot of support. So we can say the momentum gets stronger. But as you can see, after 2008, smart cities initiatives in Korea lost its momentum and fell into a kind of slump, kind of hard time. So for almost 10 years. So I personally define those time as smart city winter in Korea. This is another data shows smart city winter. This slide shows the number of new town projects that adopted new city. U city stands for ubiquitous city. It was the name of smart city project at the time. So adopt smart city as their brand. So as you can see, new town. That adopted smart city as brand increased until 2007. But after 2008, the number of new towns dropped very sharply. And after 2010, only one new town use smart city as their brand. Why? There could be many various reasons behind this Korea's smart city, but I'd like to stress that we understood a smart city as a product. So we understand the smart city as to build very nice and very modern new town, which is full of smart technology, smart street light, smart traffic signals, and many things. Those approach has many problems. First one is separate development phase and use phase. So when those new town is being developed, there is investor. So developer invest a lot of money to develop smart city services. But after they sell their new town to resident, they leave, and there's no one to invest. So after residents move in to live there, then urban innovation, smart city innovations stop. That was big problem. And another one is that in terms of technology, so at that time we didn't have data technology. So in order to use data, so we need to procure sensors for every data. So it is a very expensive approach. Any cities cannot afford to buy enough number of sensors. That means they cannot get enough amount of data, and this made their service inaccurate. Such kind of problem make smart city services poor in its quality and stop its operation. So the answer, the solution, we should have taken at that time is to take smart city as a platform approach. So instead of develop the final service, we should have developed common infrastructure first. Platforms for sensors, platforms for communication, platforms for payment. There could be many common functions. So first thing we should do is to develop platform. If we did that, then we can add new service when technology become cheap, become affordable. But we focus on final service, product, so we waste a lot of money. The amount of the burden of investment. So eventually made us to stop the smart city service development. So in this regard, the Korean government took city as a platform as one of official strategy for our smart cities. Seoul shows the power of city as a platform approach. So I'd like to share some success case from Seoul Smart City initiatives. So I think I don't need to explain about Seoul in detail, but what Seoul did for smart city is to develop a common pillars of smart city innovations. So I mean, Seoul Metropolitan Government has spent more money for data center, smart city platform, and open innovation ecosystem than for each individual service. So Seoul developed a good smart city platform. This smart city platform enabled Seoul to introduce data-driven policy making. For instance, when Seoul Metropolitan Government designed midnight bus service, bus route, so Seoul government applied big data analysis. So they count the number of passenger from the number of smartphone instead of count passenger in person, and also all the data, origin and destination data, Seoul Metropolitan Government analyzed the movement of citizens from taxi payment data or so handphone movement, rather than surveying each passengers for their destination. that is one success case. The other one success case is this. So if you come to Seoul, you can see bus information system at each bus stop display crowdedness information of coming bus. It is in Korean, but crowdedness information is very useful for our Seoul citizens. But Seoul metropolitan government didn't use any single sensor to create crowdedness information. If we put sensor onto each bus, so we can produce crowdedness information, but it is very costly. But Seoul has good smart city platform, data platform, and so communication platform. So Seoul didn't use any single sensor. Seoul collect data real time from each bus. So when passengers tag in or tag off, those information collected real time, and also also the bus location collect real time. So without any additional investment, Seoul metropolitan government can produce crowdedness information without any additional investment. It was possible because Seoul has good platform, smart city platform. Such smart city platform enable private third-party service providers to provide public service based on open data. And also, such kind of smart city platform enable Seoul metropolitan government to revolutionize public transportation service. For instance, Seoul was the first city to fully introduce a fare integration system. Mm-hmm. That was big success. And then Seoul can also integrate crisis response systems, which had run by many different organizations. So now Korean government try to develop future vision and future model of smart cities. So for this purpose, the Korea government designated 2 national pilot smart city areas. I was in charge of one of national pilot smart city, which is in Busan EDC. The Busan is the southern city, the second largest city in Korea, and the national pilot smart city located in the western part of Busan. The size of the city is not so big, but so yes, I think it is big enough to test, develop, and so try futuristic smart city model. So Busan Pilot City aims to be the world first augmented city. So I can say if cities can use robotics technology extensively, then it will definitely help citizens, for instance, citizens with physical problem or movement problem to get augmented. They can move for themselves, for instance, and also AR VR technology can strengthen the cognitive capability of each citizen. So in order to realize this augmented city vision, the biggest fundamental, the most important base is to develop smart city platform. So the platform enable us not only sharing data from different sources, but also sharing city equipment and city infrastructure operated by multiple owners and multiple entities. For instance, if you want to provide robotics delivery service, you can access to you should be able to access to CCTV, elevator, and electronic charging system. So this Busan National Pilot City focus on smart city platform and define the three key platforms for future smart city, and then also define the new kind of city model. For instance, robot friendly city, and so regulatory sandbox model, and mega test bed inside. So Korea started implementing implementing the development of national pilot smart city since last year. So you can see the future smart city, which is based on a very strong and very well designed smart city platform, maybe 2 or 3 years later. I hope we can see, and we can show you such a smart city so soon. Okay, thank you for your time, and so you're listening. Thank you.